Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's get her going. Last season, they went 3-9, 1-8 in the Big Ten with 3 straight losses to end the season. Those losses were against Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Purdue, and Illinois. They also had other losses to Nebraska and Duke, which is surprising, and then Michigan State. Now with Northwestern, it's kind of something to where every few years they have a good team. However, every other year they're down in the dumps. Now, let me get my notes, and we may be able to see why. So, Northwestern, they are under the 17th season under Pat Fitzgerald. I didn't know that until I looked that up. Pat Fitzgerald's been there a long time. I guess that they trust him as a coach, even though they don't get the best recruits in. He's good at coaching them up. They still have a veteran team. They're still building a veteran team, So that's a good thing. They're 53 in recruiting over the last 5 years in the country. 12th in the Big Ten. Not the best. They got a couple of transfers in the transfer portal. They got 3 in particular, all in the D-line. In Tayshawn Holmes from UMass, Ryan Johnson from Stanford, and Henrik Barndt from Indiana State. Not bad. They got a quarterback that's pretty good. He started out at South Carolina in 2019, Ryan Helinski. He transferred to Northwestern last year. Don't believe he had that good of a year. I think he may have got benched sometime during the year, but he's going to be back for this year. I still believe him, honestly. He's still a pretty good quarterback. I think they could be kind of the Nebraska of this year. You'll see what I mean after I show you the schedule. So, let's see what they'll do. Week 0, another Week 0 team. They play Nebraska in Dublin. I think Nebraska's not going to be, or they're going to be better than you this year. Nebraska's going to be in the upturn. Scott Frost, if he wants to save his job, is going to have to. So I think you lose your first game of the year in Dublin. I think it could be a close game, just because considering Pat Fitzgerald and how he has built this team up over the few years. So I think you lose a close one in Dublin. Then you get your first bye week. Then you come back home to play Duke. Duke is going to be one of the worst Power 5 teams this year. However, if you lose to them like you did last year, you will be one of the worst Power 5 teams. I don't think that's going to happen. I think you'll beat Duke at home to start out 1-1. Then you play Southern Illinois and Miami of Ohio. I think you win both those. Don't sleep on Miami of Ohio, though. So, 3-1 before you go on the road to Penn State. This is going to be another loss. Penn State, better than you. You're going to State College. It's going to be a difficult game. But I think that you lose this one and go to 3-2. Then you host Wisconsin. I think this is another loss, but I think it's a close loss. I think it's a close loss to Wisconsin. They have the better defense. They have a good running game. You have a good quarterback. I think Helinski's going to be better than Graham Mertz this year. But it's a team game. I think Wisconsin wins this one to bring you to 3-3. Then you get your second bye week before you go on the road to Maryland. And you have back-to-back road games as well. You're on the road at Maryland, on the road to Iowa. And I think you lose both of these. I think you drop one at Maryland to a high-powered offense, and then you drop one to Iowa at a strong defense. They're just going to overpower you in both their games. Then you play Ohio State. They're going to overpower you, definitely. You're at home, but that ain't going to matter. So that's another loss. So you're 3-6. Then you have 2 more back-to-back road games against Minnesota and Purdue. Minnesota, I think these two games, Minnesota will be close. I don't know about Purdue, but I think you lose both of these on the road. and then you come back home to play Illinois. This is going to be a close game. Illinois, they're led second year by Brett Bielema. He's good at getting the best out of his players, at least moderately. So, I think you get the win. I think you beat Illinois to finish season 4-8. Now, put this into perspective. Out of your 12 games, I think that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5 close losses and 2 close wins. So out of those 5 close losses, if you won 2 of them, you'd be bowl eligible. I'm not saying it's impossible, however, it's unlikely. So I'm sticking with y'all going 4-8 next year or this year. I think just like Pat Fitzgerald's done the past decade and a half, he will build a good team in the next couple of years, compete for the Big Ten, but then after he loses those players, like he lost one of y'all's safeties to Notre Dame and the transfer portal, you can't do much about that. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I've said in the last few videos, let me know which conference I have left to do next, and that would be the Big 12 or the Pac-12. I have a playlist of all these videos on my channel under 2022 preview and predictions. I've spread them out as well into multiple conferences. So, hope you all enjoyed, and Go Dogs.